All right. Good evening, students. I welcome you. What we are discussing, student, solid state. And last time, students, we have discussed with you last time how to do the calculation, student, of the unit cells. What type of calculations we were doing for the unit cell? Tell me what calculations we did last time on the unit cell, students. Can you tell me what is
Involving
the
unit cell
formula?
dimensions.
Okay, dimensions of the unit cell. What do you mean by when I say student what I am saying student, when I write the dimensions of the unit cell, student, dimensions of unit cell. Very important one question is 100% coming on that, student. What do you mean by dimensions of the unit cell? Tell me, if you have a unit cell, student, what type of dimensions it has? What is the edge length?
Edge length, rank
And the number of atoms per unit
per
cell.
unit cell, Z,
And what else? The molar mass of the atoms,
molar mass, density,
density of the, if I'm using the symbol, I will use the same symbol so that don't get confused, student. The density, D, density of the unit cell, students, density of the unit cell, and molar mass, molecular mass, student, of the atom. Okay. And what was an A Avogadro's number?
Avogadro number,
Avogadro's number, student. And if W is the mass of the atom, ठीक है?
yes sir,
W is the mass of the atom.
atom.
Then what is the formula for the density? You have only 30 seconds to answer the question. What is the formula for the density of the unit cell, students?
Density is equal to Z into M, मतलब molecular mass या molar mass upon A cube into Na.
A cube into Na. Therefore, how many parameters are there? One, two, three,
3,
four,
4,
five.
5.
There are five parameter, students. And any of these can be determined if the rest four are given. We can determine all these five. Avogadro's number can also be calculated. The type of cell can be calculated, M can be calculated, A can be calculated, and there will be one question sure shot on the density calculation. This is very important. We already told you one question is coming. Every year there is a most favorite for the examiner, student, numerical is coming. And we have been able to give you a good amount of practice of this just to warm up. One question is on the screen, warm up exercise, student, warm up exercise before I really begin my topic. What he says, in the question, student, the density of calcium oxide is 3.35 gram per centimeter cube. The oxide crystallizes in one of the cubic system with an edge length 4.80 angstrom. How many calcium ions and oxide ions belong to each unit cell, and which type of cubic system is present, student? The question is on the screen, student. You have 1 minute to answer the question, students. What we are going to determine in this case, student? First of all, the point is, what will we determine?
Sir, सबसे पहले Z,
The density is given, student. How much is the density? 3.35 gram centimeter inverse. This is given. And the oxide crystallizes in one of the cubic system. Student, edge length A is given student to you 4.80 angstrom. Student, 4.80 angstrom. This is given student. And what we have to, Z value we don't know student, Z value we don't know. And for calcium oxide, what is the M for calcium oxide student? What is calcium? 40 plus 16.
40 or 16, 56.
So what we have to calculate student? What is Avogadro's number? So you can apply the formula. What is the value of Z coming student?
Z is coming to be 4.
What is the in what is A value in centimeter?
A value will be 4.80 into 10 raised to power minus 10 into minus 10 meters.
Meters?
This will be meters.
Where is the meter?
1 angstrom is equal to 1 angstrom is equal to.
I don't need in
Acha,
meters.
okay.
I
Yes,
need
sir.
in
Yes, sir.
centimeters.
Yes, sir. Centimeter.
And
Okay.
how much centimeter? 10 minus 10 into 100. 10 minus 8.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So make it sure that units we have to know students. 1 angstrom. Angstrom is how much? 10 minus 10 minus. Check it out. There should be no mistake. 1 angstrom is how many centimeters students?
1 angstrom is equal to 10 raised to power minus 8. Minus 8.
Unit should be very clear because there will be complete disastrous mistakes. I always say that shortcuts are not going to work anywhere. We should be very careful. If Z is 4, what it means, student?
It is FCC crystal.
CCP or FCC, closed packing. Closed packing, students. Therefore, student, what is the story then? Then what you will have in such a case, student, you have calcium ions and oxide ions. So if there are 4, ठीक है, 4 per unit cell. So there will be 4 calcium ions and 4 oxide ions per unit cell. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Because it contains CaO, there will be calcium ions and oxide ions. Question can be put in slightly different variation as you have seen what is being done in most of the question. The basic root of the thing is these 5 things only. Now how we put the question in the paper, that will be the only variation student for you. For example, the question was given in the paper student. A matter crystallizes in 2 cubic face centered and body centered whose unit lengths are 3.5 and 30 respectively. Calculate the ratio of densities of FCC and BCC. You have 1 to 2 minutes to answer the question. Students, read the question carefully. What is required? The question is the metal is crystallizing in 2 cubic system, FCC and BCC. Metal is the same. Metal M. You have FCC and BCC students. In FCC, what is the value of Z in FCC? 4. What is
4,
the Z here? 2.
2, 2.
That is our number of atoms per unit cell or rank, student. Okay. What else is given? What is the cube FCC whose cell lengths are cell length? FCC cell length is how much? 3.5 angstrom.
3.5 angstrom.
And what is A2?
3.3 angstrom. 3 angstrom.
3 angstrom. Okay. Now you have to calculate the ratio of densities. What is the formula of the density D1? What is that? Z1 M. If M is the molecular mass, is the same metal. M is same, student. Na is same. Na is same in both the cases. Z1 divided by A the cube. Na here. What is D2? Z2 M is same. A2 the cube and Na. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
So what is the difference? Z1 is how much, student? 4
4.
M. What is A1? There, because we have to
3.5.
compare. Now we have to compare whether we change the unit. It will not matter. But still, if you want, okay, no problem. The answer will be same because it will cancel out.
Yes, sir.
So in such cases, when comparison ratio means there is no need even to that they will cancel out, no problem in both the cases. So 3.5 into 10, but still I do it because the units, I don't want to create a confusion, student. Into Na, let me, no, no error should be there in the paper, student. Okay, what is the D2? How much is that? Z2? 2.
Z2 2.
M, what is A? 3.0 into 10 minus 8 A the cube into Na. So find the D1 by D2. Cancel out these are, and what is left behind them? What is the ratio coming, student?
Sir, ratio will be 1.25.
Okay. 1.25, student. Calculate the ratio of the density in FCC divided by density in VCC. So you can see that what happens, students, when a same metal is crystallizing in different type of crystal structures, its density can change.
Yes, sir.
And because FCC is a more close packing, which is a more close packing, student,
FCC.
how much percentage of space is occupied?
74%.
And in BCC, 68%.
68%.
So you see the density of FCC of the same metal is more. So when we were studying inorganic chemistry, students, in certain lectures we were talking of densities of these,
Yes, sir.
and that's why I said the density, of course, it is mass per unit volume, but it also depends on the type of lattice they form, students. If the crystal lattice changes, the density will change, student, because if the crystal lattice could be more close packing, student, as this is the knowledge of the solid state, student. Everything is connected. Why do I give one question? There are many questions. There are many consequences of that, student. When we do a calculation now, we have to think what are the consequences of this, student. The crystal structure changes, the density changes, student. Something is more dense than its melting point will also change, students. Clear?
Yes, sir.
More denser packing means more energy will be required to break it. Enthalpy of atomization will increase, students. So all these things will depend on the crystal lattice also. Crystal lattice also. My purpose is that you should be thinking, student, all the time. Thinking beyond the box. This is a box, student. There is something more than that. In every question, student, there are many more questions coming. When students say, sir, this question is not asked in the paper, but the question was same, they expanded the question, students. They changed one or two lines of the question. They asked same question in a, asked some more information. But that is my point. Where we do practice of different type of questions, because that makes your mind work, student. Because once a different question is given, you are out. Oh, this question we have not done, but the question is the same, student. Just think. You have to think beyond it. What are the consequences? What are the results of that, student? Everything has a consequence, students. That is science. That is what scientific mind is. So is it clear to you what I'm trying to tell you? Questions could be in
Yes, sir.
any way, in any form. Density are depending on the type of lattice you have. Same metal. Now same metal changes the crystal lattice, the density changes.
Okay, sir.
More close packing, more dense. Formula is mass per unit volume. Okay, that was my point. Okay, then this is just a warm-up theater exercise which we are doing all the time, because I also have to think, student. I teach so many students, different variety of subjects I'm teaching to international students also. And I have to see that uh, unless I think my mind will not grow, student, that is the situation I have discovered. Uh, while I was a student, there used to be no coaching. So I have been handicapped, I'm telling you. Those students who get coaching at a right stage, at a very early age, they will be benefited a lot in their life, student. The coaching should not only be the subject coaching, it should be the life coaching. That's what I mean by you. That coaching involves the expansion of the mind, students. I am not teach chemistry. I am teaching science to you. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Doesn't matter. It could be biophysics, anything. You can take any subject later on, also nutrition or any. No issues are there. The basic is how much you can pay attention, how much you can think, how much you can concentrate, focus, and how much deep you can dive, student. That is the whole game everywhere. You are going to medical profession, you will see how much skilled it has become now, how much how much you are talking in nanograms and milligrams and micro and all that. Those things which we are visible to eyes are no longer there. Lot of visualization, imagination, mind power, thinking, everything. Lot of surgeries,
Yes, sir.
what is laser technology and all this. So this is where we are today. Only 200 years back, nothing was there, because electron protons were not known to the man. And after the discovery of the three subatomic particle by experiment by the scientist, the scientific thinking has undergone a complete change. Students, you are putting satellites in the orbits and you are sending informations from one point to another point, as I am teaching here to students of Canada and USA and other countries. Student, that is the situation of the science, which would not be possible if we were not scientific. We would not have learned all these things. Okay, all
Yes, sir.
right. So we are now coming to another important. Now we will discuss further question later on, as we will do the revisions of various chapters, students. An important question has usually been asked, student, which is on the screen, that before I go, express the relationship between atomic radius and edge length in BCC. What is the formula, student? Important.
Uh,
I'm telling you what is important again and again. I am bringing before you. So these direct questions have been asked in the paper. 4 marks in the NEET paper, student. You won't believe it. So you are getting easy marks. What is the relationship between A and edge length in BCC?
in BCC, A is equal to 4 by root 3 into R.
4 by root 3 into R. They can give you the value of R and ask you, student, to calculate the edge length, or edge length is given, calculate the R radius. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So question can be put in many ways, students. This question was given, student, in the board paper. Aluminium crystallizes in FCC. Okay? Atomic radius of metal is 125 picometer. What is the length of the side of the unit cell? 2 marks question. Oh, what else you want? CBSE papers. What is your answer, students? What is the formula for FCC?
For FCC, the formula is A is equal to 2 root 2 R.
A is equal to 2 root 2 R.
2 root 2 R.
Aluminium crystallized atomic radius of the metal R is how much?
125 picometers.
Picometer. What is the value of A then?
A is equal to 2 into 150 root 2.
This is value you know already 1.414. Root 2 and root 3 values are known to you.
Yes, sir.
What is root 3?
Root 3 is 1.732.
And certain values we use a lot, student. And if you want to convert in centimeter, what is the conversion?
10 raised to power minus 10.
देखो, pico means 10 minus 12 meter.
12 meters.
And 1 meter means 10 minus 12 into 100 student centimeter. 10 minus 10 centimeter student. Therefore, these values I keep on repeating and revising because my mind should be working. Students do a lot of mistakes in these units. What happens if 4 choices are given for such a question in terms of centimeter now? Then the trouble starts, student. If I give in the picometer, everybody is up to the mark. But if I change the units there, 10 minus 10 centimeter, 10 minus 10 meter, student, then trouble starts. See, how much will be that? 10 minus 10.
This will be 212.1.
2
12.1 into 10 raised to power minus 10 centimeter.
Now they are giving this question as 4 choices. And the units are important interplay there. They don't give in this, they give some different units. And the students are lost. You know where you are lost now? Because there is no shortcut in any question. So guesswork is not working. The practice and the units should be very clear to the student. Got my point why I did that? This question was given 2 marks question.
Yes, sir.
So students could easily get 2 marks. But lot of, errors are done by the students. All right, students, I thank you for interacting and involved in the warm-up brain exercises, students, and being able to answer certain questions which were already asked in certain papers, and the questions could be changed. The question could be put in different form, student. It could be 4 choices with different units, students, or it could be some reasoning and assertive type of question. Question is the same. But how do we put them in the exam? That is a problem. And those students who are limited only to mugging and all that, they will be in trouble all the time. Because they have not increased their mind power to solve the questions. And the more questions are done, the more power we develop, because different type of questions are there. And there is slight variation in all that. That is why we try to do as many questions as possible, students. Now we are coming to the important topic, student, imperfections in solids. Imperfections in solid. Now you will say, what is the meaning of imperfections in solid, students? What is the meaning of a imperfection, student? I said to you one thing, chemistry is science. Every word I will write will lead me to some result. It will explain itself. Perfection, what is a perfection? Tell me then. When crystal is perfect, what is a perfect
Yes,
crystal?
sir.
What is a crystal
Which has no defect?
No defect means what I mean by defect in a crystal, student? A crystal has what type of structure, student? What repeats? It is a regular
Structure.
repeating, you said long range order, long range order. That is what you told in the crystals. Long range order of what?
Yes, sir.
What particles? The constituent particles.
Particles.
And you have seen when we have shown you students what constituent particle, we have shown certain rows, we have shown certain columns of different particle students. And in three-dimensional, you have also been shown the structures of these crystal students.
Yes, sir.
So if it is perfect, no problem. Imperfect means that this type of lattice is not perfect. That is what it means. So why I should worry? That means it is not perfect. Why it will not be perfect? If there is a atom student or particles, if there is a disarrangement of certain particles, each particle you are saying is point. Supposing certain points are missing, or certain points are dislocated, or certain rows are dislocated, ठीक है? Or certain planes, they are forming planes also, they are also disorganized. Then what will happen? Will it be a perfect crystal? Tell me.
No, sir.
Supposing
No.
the crystal is made up of certain particles, what happens? That particle is missing, some other particle comes and take it. Then what will happen, students? It will be perfect or imperfect?
It will be imperfect.
I mean, I'm just thinking. I have not yet defined anything. Neither I have shown you. But I'm just saying, can we ourselves say, oh, defect means disorder of certain particles, certain lines, certain rows, or certain planes, or some deformation is taking place in the structure, in the arrangement of the particles of the crystal student, or some other particle is present inside the crystal. But why this will happen, student? Is it will happen because when even a crystal you are forming a crystal, students, in nature, if a crystal is being formed, student, there could be some other impurity present in it, or there could be some particles which are missing, students, or there could be some dislocation of the particles, because you have seen the packing. There is some interstitial space also inside the crystals. So some particles can go inside those interstitial spaces, or there could be some missing particles, students. Therefore, there is a, when even if you are preparing a crystal, student, what you do when you prepare crystals in the lab, student, you are heating saturated solution, you cool it, and as your cooling takes place, student, again certain particles could be there which could enter into that, or you may never get a perfect crystal even when you are forming it. Therefore, students, we understand there will be imperfections in the solid, students, and there will be these imperfections are what we call as defects in the crystal. Okay? There will be defects.
Okay. Okay.
This is what we are saying. There will be defects in the crystal structure, student crystals. And basically, students, we cannot study all types of defects because it's a complete book. So we, broadly speaking, two types of defects. Mainly, we are talking of point defects, students. And we are talking of student line defects. Each particle is a point which we represented. So if a point defects are irregularities or deviation from ideal arrangement around a point, here what we have written, point defect, students. Okay? There is irregularity or deviations from ideal arrangement, student, around a point or an atom in a crystalline substance. Line defects are irregularities, deviation of the entire rows of the lattice. The irregularities are called crystal defects. Our main discussion will be on point defects in this course. What will be discussed, student, in this? Point defect.
Point defects.
The constituent atom or a particle which is making it, student, there is a defect in that. It is missing, or it is dislocated, or instead of this some other foreign atom has come and taken the shape, or it has shifted to the interstitial side, student. All these possibilities are there. So there could be deficiency of certain anions or deficiency of cation. Anything is possible. So students, our interest will be as per our course student point defects. In point defects, there will be vacancies, interstitial defects or substitutional defects, which we will explain to you. Line defects could be screw dislocation or edge dislocation. Surface defects could be material surface, grain boundaries, or substitutional means one atom is replaced by a different type of atom student. As I said, there could be certain impurities. Interstitial means some interstitial vacant spaces are there, in that some extra atom is inserted into the lattice structure. These are some of the reasons why there will be defects. Okay. So I hope you have noted down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The main reasons for the defects is, as I said, it is impossible to obtain any substance in 100% pure form. So you cannot prepare 100% pure student because there are always some impurities. What method you use for preparation or anything, or in nature something is being formed student, you cannot stop other materials to be present in. The amounts may be very, very small. Even a substance for 100% forming a perfect would require cooling the liquid phase infinitely slowly to allow all atoms to find proper positions. Even if you are cooling and forming a crystal, how slow you can go, all the atoms cannot occupy the 100% perfect proper positions. So certain atoms will always be dislocated. Right or wrong? I love nature.
Yes, sir.
How is it possible that every particle will be aligned and exactly? Or some external stress is applied to a crystal, whatever you are handling. Metals have various type of defect. Point defect is any defect that involves only a single particle or a lattice point, sometimes very small set of points. Line defect is restricted to row of lattice point. Plane defects involve entire plane. A vacancy occurs when an atom is missing from the normal crystalline array. There is a possibility that some atom may be missing. If it is missing, what will happen? That will become a vacant space.
Yes,
Vacancy
sir.
means what? What do you mean by
Vacant
vacant
space.
vacancy? Some vacant space has been created. Atom should be there, it is not there. So that will be a void. That will be a void. And then why do we do all this? What is the purpose of this? Students, see why we are studying all this. Important. That what is the result of these defect students? Impurities can be classified as interstitial or substitutional. An interstitial impurity is usually a small. As you said, there are interstitial species, vacant space, but interstitial spaces are smaller as compared to the size of the atoms. You know it.
Atom.
As we
Yes,
told
sir.
you, host and guest, what I talked of, host atoms, and I talked of the guest student. What are host and guest? Host is larger in size,
Guest is smaller.
the guest is smaller. And the guest is likely to go in the interstitial sites, you know about it. If the guest becomes larger, then the reverse takes place. This is the sequence. So smaller atom, typically about 45% smaller than the host, that can fit in. What are type of wires you have seen? Octahedral or I mean tetra
Octahedral and tetrahedral.
in closed packing students. In cubicle, you have a cubicle wire which is still larger. For example, you see the type of steels you make. In the steel, you put carbon student. Carbon is smaller in size student than iron. What happens? 0.15 to 0.25%. Then the properties of the steel iron changes. It is more malleable and ductile, and it is used for making cable, chains, and nails students. So by the addition of carbon, what has happened? This is a type of impurity in the pure metal iron, and the properties have changed. Here you see stainless steel. What do you use stainless steel? What happens there? You have so many other things. 1521 chromium, manganese, and nickel, and this even becomes corrosion resistant. Iron is a rusted. Rusting is a big problem in iron. So when these are present, student, what happens? They will become corrosion resistant. See, the properties are changing. That is my idea. You see these defects. What has happened? There is change in properties. And these are use of them
Yes, sir.
mainly cutlery instrument and many. Substitutional impurity is a means substitution means what you student one teacher is absent other one is coming. Substitution is a different atom or about the same size that simply replaces one of the atom.
Replacement. Okay.
Substitution usually happens student when the size of the atom is almost same. One space is missing, the other atom takes the space. So if they are of quite almost equal sizes, then there is more chance. For example, strontium and calcium are chemically similar, have similar radii. There is a possibility that a substitution will take place. All right, this idea is already
Okay,
been.
sir.
Certain more interesting things. Interstitial impurities are smaller atoms than the host, whereas substitutional impurities are chemically similar or similar in size. See the difference? If you have pure gold is too soft to make durable jewelry, so most gold jewelry contains what? 75% means 18 karat or 58% 14 karat gold by mass. Remainder what you put is copper or silver, students. So what you are doing, you are making gold impure. Impurities you are putting. Which one? Copper and silver. Otherwise, you cannot use gold for making jewelry because the gold is too soft. It is too soft. It will not be able to make it. Got my point? So it has improved
Yes,
the
sir.
hardness of the gold. Our jewelry becomes possible. Similarly, colored gems used in jewelry are due to substitutional impurities in simple oxides. Colored gems, you have seen colored gems, gemstones. Why they are so colored, student? Gemstones. For example, trivalent transition metal ion have ionic radii only little larger than aluminum ions. So what happens, student? Ionic radius 53.5 picometer for aluminum. They can replace aluminum in octahedral holes of the oxide. Al2O3, student, what happens in that? Some certain ions of the transition metals like chromium 3 plus ions of the almost nearby radii. They will occupy, student, certain octahedral sites and it gives deep red ruby color. You know, you have seen ruby
Yes, sir.
gemstone, very famous. It is being used, a lot of people are using it for their what they call astrology. So the red color is due to the presence of chromium ions.
Okay.
And certain mixtures of impurities are present. Iron 2, iron 3 plus and titanium 4 plus, student. And there's a sapphire which is well known, student. It has a deep blue color. The colors are very beautiful, students. So these are all examples of the in nature. You see these things are already there. We know about it. These gemstones are so famous and so clear, and people are using a lot. Okay. This was just to make you realize that there are so much interest in this science. It is everything is a student has a consequence and applications and uses. Human impurities are helping us a lot in many cases, and we are putting impurities ourselves also to change the properties, physical properties or other properties of the certain metals you have seen it. Because the uses become what type of use you want to put anything, right?
Okay.
So basically now I think we have got some idea why what we are talking about, what I am talking about, imperfections in solid students. Is an interesting field, is an interesting thing. It is not just what is written in the book is enough for us student. When we like something, when we feel, there should be a feeling of subject. That's why I take so many examples from everyday life. They are already there. What our course is going to tell us, as we have seen here, defects in the solids, we are talking of impurity defects, stoichiometries and non-stoichiometry. Two important things I have shown here. Impurities you have just seen, student. So many examples we have told you. Impurities are present. Then students, our study is mainly on this stoichiometry and non-stoichiometry defect. Stoichiometric defect, students. Stoichiometric. There was a question, simple question of 1 mark. What is a stoichiometric defect? Question. Tell me, what is a stoichiometric defect? What do you mean by stoichiometric defect? Why do you say stoichiometry? You know every compound has a stoichiometry. What's stoichiometry? When I write a formula of a compound, student, if I have A and B, I said AB or A2B, A3B or AB. We have
Yes, sir.
seen there is a formula of a compound, student. When I write NaCl, when I write KCl, AgBr, this is a formula, right?
Yes, sir.
There is a stoichiometry,
Yes, sir.
everything. Did I write Ag 0.9 and Br 0.2? Did I write that? No. So when
Okay.
stoichiometry
Yes, sir.
defects are those in which the stoichiometry is not disturbed, students. Here, student, this stoichiometry defects are those in which the stoichiometry is not disturbed, student, not changed, not disturbed, not changed, student. The stoichiometry is not disturbed, student. Stoichiometry is not changed. These are the examples of the point defects which I am talking. They do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. Point defects, students, which do not disturb, the stoichiometry of the solid. ठीक
Okay.
है?
Okay. Okay.
The stoichiometry of the solid will not be changed, student. These are also called intrinsic or thermodynamic defects. They are also called thermodynamic, ठीक है, और intrinsic defects, because they are temperature dependent. They are temperature dependent, students. Temperature dependent. How many types I have shown here? Schottky, Frankel,
Frankel.
Mackenzie, and interstitial. They are stoichiometric defects. Vacancy, interstitial. Vacancy means vacancy. Interstitial means interstitial, which we know some idea is already there. And this we will discuss because most of the questions are going to be in these two. Double mark. Every year questions are coming on this. Important questions are coming. A lot of questions are coming from this. And non-stoichiometry defects. That means the stoichiometry of the compound will be disturbed, student. Stoichiometry of the compounds will be disturbed in such cases. Okay? So these are the non-stoichiometry defects. And there are two types, metal excess and metal deficiency. Okay? These are two types. So non-stoichiometry is clear that the stoichiometry of the solid will be different, will be disturbed in this. These are all point defects which we are studying. In our course, what we are studying, student? Point defects. Clear this picture?
Yes, sir.
Question could be about what is the difference between stoichiometry and non. Any question can be asked. In choices are given, anything is there. Okay, all right. So student, point defects can be classified into three types: stoichiometric defects, impurity defects, and non-stoichiometric, which we have shown at the top. Stoichiometric point, these are point defects that do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. Okay? They are also called intrinsic or thermodynamic defects. Students, basically there are two types: vacancy and interstitial defects.
Yes, sir.
I say vacancy by there is a vacancy means vacancy. But
Okay.
vacancy. Some seat is vacant, 10 chairs are there, 10 persons are sitting, one is out. Then what happens? Vacancy is created. Vacancy is created. Vacancy will be created. So vacancy defect means, student, what is the meaning of vacancy defect? The vacancy defect when some of the lattice sites are vacant. What I am saying, some of lattice sites are vacant.
Vacant.
Vacancy means vacant. ठीक है? This was the
Yes, sir.
my, this is my points or constituent particles. Here you see this is missing. This is missing, student. This is also not there. ठीक है? So what will happen? They are not there. So these have vacancies have been created. Vacancies have been created. Student, vacancies have been created. So these sites are vacant. Vacant. This is vacant. This is vacant. 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 What will be the result of this, student? What will be the result of this? If certain atoms becomes less, student, certain constituent particles become less, what will happen on the density? Because density questions are asked a lot in the exam, student. What will happen to
Density will
the
decrease.
density? Will
Decrease.
decrease because mass will decrease.
So density will also
Mass will
decrease. Yes,
decrease,
sir.
number of atom less, the mass will decrease. So student, the vacancy defect will mean the density of the substance will decrease. Okay?
Okay.
And they were called thermodynamic because this is lot of, you see, dependent on the temperature. What will happen if I increase the temperature? Increase of temperature, student, what happens? When you increase the temperature, what happens, student? In a crystal solid, you heat it, what will happen? Certain particles
More
can
number
escape.
of particles will. Yes, sir. More number of particles will leave their position.
I mean, they will be out of the crystal. What we are saying, they are no longer in the lattice because they got energy with the heat and they are out. So there will be, what will happen, student? Vacancy which will be created. So usually this is important, that these are heat, related to heat. So sometimes question has been given, student, if we heat, then will the density increase or decrease, student? Because it will create vacancy defect and certain lattice sites will become vacant. So vacancy defect will develop on heating. Vacancy defect, they can be developed, student, on
Heating.
heating. As you increase the temperature, so usually this is the reason, thermal energy, students, and the density will become less. Okay, that's important point. Vacancy defects are temperature sensitive is important point, student. That's why I have got this information. The number of vacancies will increase with increase in temperature. You can see that it is a temperature sensitive vacancy defects, student. This is temperature sensitive. It increases with increase in temperature. Important point, student. And there is a formula also, NV is equal to NE minus QV, where total number of vacancies per unit volume of the solid at a particular temperature. N is the total number of lattice site per unit volume. QV is the energy required to produce a single vacancy in the solid. As I said, you will give more energy, then what will happen? Student, the atoms will escape and therefore there will be more vacant. The energy is required for that purpose. As with heating, more energy will be there. R is gas constant. So it can alter. It's exponentially, you see, with increase in temperature, there is exponential increase in the number of vacancies. This formula nobody is going to ask you in the paper. I just shown it so that you get an image in the mind. Okay, this defect is temperature sensitive. Exponentially increase in the vacancy defect, students, with increase in temperature. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
And what happens when vacancies are there? As I said, these defects have changed the student properties of the solids. The physical properties of solids can change. It can alter the thermal electrical resistivity of the solid. What they can do, student? They can alter thermal electrical melting point, even color, ठीक है, of the
Okay.
solids.
Okay.
And this is important because you use the solids a lot in student as in semiconductors or other electrical properties, thermal properties, very important. So sometimes we will like to introduce ourselves these impurities. N type, P type, you will see that in semiconductors we are doing that, adding or doping, what they call as a doping, students. Certain holes are there, then the conductivity increases. Therefore, the physical properties are going to change in general. One thing is clear, vacancy defects will create what, student? Vacancy defects will create what? It will lower the density and they are highly sensitive to what?
Temperature.
Temperature. Okay. And what happens? They can alter the physical properties of the solids like?
Melting point, color,
And more
electrical
important,
properties.
thermal and?
Electrical properties.
Certain things are more important because they are in great use. Electrical and thermal properties of solids are being used a lot, students. You should be careful. I have given sufficient dimensions to that. Interstitial defects, student, what do you mean by interstitial defects? Interstitial, what is interstitial, student? Interstitial, what is interstitial? You see that there is an interstitial space between the atoms when they are packed, student. This interstitial space is usually smaller, always smaller. When constituent particles or atoms occupy, what will happen? Certain particles can come and occupy these interstitial sites. What can happen? Particles can, student, constituent particles can occupy what? Interstitial sites. Can they? That if the size of the particle is like this, student, the interstitial sites are there, student, and they will occupy, as you have seen here. See here, this is the interstitial site, the particles are present here also. So in the crystal, what has happened, student? Particles are occupying their crystal lattice position as well as certain particles. They have entered into interstitial sites. So this will mean the number of particles has increased or decreased, students?
Increased.
So you can see there are more particles now. So what will be the result of that, student? The question will be on density, which is very important. So when particles are in the interstitial, due to interstitial defect, student, density will increase or decrease? Tell me, density increases or decreases?
Density will increase.
Density increases. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
Density increases in interstitial defect. You see that up to now I told you two defects. Question: how much
Vacancy
type of
and
questions are
interstitial.
coming, student? What type of questions I am putting, student? Vacancy, defect, and other one is
Interstitial. Interstitial.
interstitial defect. Interstitial. Did the right spelling? Interstitial defect. Both of these are in which category? Stoichiometric or non-stoichiometric?
So,
Both are
stoichiometric.
stoichiometric defects, students. Have they changed any stoichiometry of this solid substance? The answer is no.
No, no.
They have not yet disturbed. They have not yet disturbed the stoichiometry of the solid, students. It remains the same. And in vacancy difference, what is the main difference in the vacancy and interstitial, students? That the density becomes
Density decreases,
less.
less. It
Here,
decreases.
important,
Increases.
such questions are coming. And this is highly sensitive to temperature.
Temperature.
More, as you increase the temperature, there will be more vacancies, students, more vacancies. Both are stoichiometric defects, students. Both are stoichiometric defects. Minor questions are given in objective type question answer. Density questions are asked a lot, student. If we understand, then it is easier for us to answer the question. Main thing is to understand, and the words will speak themselves. There is some meaning of the student, and these are shown by the covalent solids. Solids which are covalent, students. Covalent solids or non-ionic. Non-ionic solids.
Non-ionic solids.
Important points, certain questions are asked in the paper, students. So the vacancy and interstitial defects are shown by non-ionic
Non-ionic solids.
non-ionic solids.
Covalent solids.
Non-ionic solids. Now, I mean, non-ionic, it could be any other thing, but they are non-ionic, student. Somewhere question was given, so it came into my mind, so I have told you. So students, we will meet you in our next class for further discussion, students, on the imperfections in solid. And this, after the chapter is finished, students, then what we want to do after this is finished?
Sir, one chapter is left, biochemistry.
Biochemistry is left. Okay, that's
Yes,
very
sir.
important. Biochemistry. Then we will discuss the biochemistry. Okay, then good night. I will meet you in my next class. And our question answer sessions are very important. Every word is a question, every line is a question, but question is put in a many ways. So be prepared for every type of question, students. And this
Yes, sir.
time the papers of the NEET are going to be more difficult. Don't expect them to be easy. So students
Yes,
have to
sir.
work harder and harder. Nowadays, nothing is going to be easy. Let me tell you very clearly, because the depth of the question will increase a lot. The number of students have increased, and last year students are also appearing this year because of the COVID. You know, a lot of students could not appear. They are appearing this year. So okay, then good night. Then I will meet you in the next class.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.